Bro, are you serious right now, bro?
Boom, bam, connect. Let's go, let's go, let's go. EV cars. I ain't gonna lie. The government's got a something against you lot, but it was a setup. It sounds like it's been a setup. Obviously, I told you lot about the pay per mile that's about to come in effect in 2028. In 2028, in April 2028 for EV and hybrid cars, 5p per mile for EV cars, 3p per mile for hybrid cars. But what else that's come to my attention, and I've been doing my research for you guys, is that the insurance body of the UK, the people that insure cars and insure homes and stuff like that, the insurance body has came out and said that a lot of EV cars, they're not trying to insure, they're not willing to insure, they're refusing insurance. It's really, and whoever has got an EV car knows how hard it is to get an insurance and how inflated the insurance are. So, long story short, EV cars is going to be harder for you to get insured. There's many reasons why. Battery, the cost, it just don't make sense, because for the insurance to insure the car, insure something, they want to know that they can make a profit in it somehow, some way. And you have to remember, these EV cars, the most expensive component of these cars is the battery. Is the battery. When that battery's collapse, the whole car's collapse. So boom, bam, connect. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Thank you, everyone. As you can see, as you know, a couple of my reels went viral on the Instagram. It's funny that because the content that went viral, the actual original content that's on YouTube sits on like 50 or 60 views. You get what I mean? But the reels, the shorts, has done a stupid amount of numbers, hundreds and thousands of views. So thank you guys. You know I'm on the road to 2K, so please help me join the club, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into this. So there's evidence that in the UK that some insurance and underwriters have refused or paused cover for certain electric EV vehicles. This is not universal, but it depends on heavily risk factors. Real examples of insurance refusing EV customers are in 2023. So we have to go back and do our research and look. John Lewis Financial Service stopped offering EV insurance entirely because both new parties and new policies, and to renew the renewal, it just didn't make sense because the risk to the cost, it didn't make sense. So say like this, say if an EV electric car got stolen, the amount they have to pay out, or that's the wrong example. Say like there was a damage that happened to the EV car, and you're trying to claim it back on your insurance or cover it in insurance. For the insurance to pay out for a battery is more than the cost of the car. That's what people don't understand. The cost of the battery is literally the cost of the car, like in most of these EV cars. Reports also showed that major UK insurers have refused quotes specifically for EV or people that drive EV vehicles. So why is it that the government was forcing us and telling us it's really good to get EV vehicles? And you see where it is. It takes me back, and I said this on my the content video that I was talking about when the government with Sadiq Khan, he's got some problems on his hands because he's gonna start making SUVs pay £10 per day in London. And the reason being I'm saying this is that before before that it was the ULEZ, and that was my main point, the ULEZ, because every British person, no, I won't say every, but if you're over the age of 25, 27, you know that the government was telling us that diesel cars were the best. Let me just say over the age of 30. They were saying diesel cars is the best. You can last for long. You know what I mean? Who doesn't want to last for long? What man don't want to last for longer? You know what I mean? They were basically saying the diesel cars are Viagra of every car. You know what I mean? If you got petrol, you're gonna come quick. You've got a diesel, you're gonna last for longer. So obviously everyone started to get diesel, better cost, better, you know what I mean? Better bang for your buck, Then they told us the diesel's killing us everywhere. Only if you get Euro 6, everything before that is collapse, it's a myth. You get what I mean? And I'm starting to learn that if the government tells us it's good, it's a myth. It's not good. Diesel, They said it's good, and then later on down the line, they said, yeah, it's killing us. Yeah? COVID. They said they take the COVID jabs, take the COVID jab. I didn't take no fucking COVID. I wasn't playing that COVID jab business. Now, down the line, we see AstraZeneca, they've got money set aside just paying off people that had allergic reaction, people that's passed away. There's many things just through the COVID jab. Now, EVs are telling us get EVs. I remember the first couple EVs were so dead, like they were doing like 150 miles on a full charge or 200 miles. And you have to remember, because the car is an electric car, that full charge is not only your miles, like everything in the car is run by the electric that you charged it with. So even though it says 200 miles, it's probably 150 because 50 miles of that is using just to power your car. You get what I mean? So yeah, EVs, Britain, like, have done us. They kind of done us still. So reports know that major UK insurers have refused quotes for specific EV drivers. More recent data in 2026 shows that some insurers refuses to offer any cover for certain EV models, especially newer or less established brands. So the BYDs, the Jacob. I swear Jacob, they actually offer their own. I might be wrong, but I believe they do. Because it's actually crazy. So it's like, the government's been saying, yeah, get these EVs, but they didn't think it out through. Because you can't even get insured. You can't even get insurance, mate. So what's the point? What's the point of buying a car in the UK if you can't even get insurance? Obviously, there's some companies that's offering specific insurance for EV drivers, but you know they're going to be crazy. The reason why insurers are cautious about EV, as I said, the repair costs, the uncertainty. EV claims are about 25% more expensive and takes longer to repair. Battery damages are hard to assess safely, leads to more write-off. As I said, the battery is the most important component in the car. Around to 1 in 5 EVs in collisions are written off. Because EVs are so hard to fix, yeah, because really and truly, only the manufacturer can fix it, yeah, and they do that on purpose so you can come back to them and spend your bucks with them, it doesn't make no sense. It actually don't make no sense. Lack of parts, repair infrastructure. As you know, as I said, the EV market is a new market. So it normally, because I used to like have shares in a garage, so I know that when a new car comes out, yeah, it's normally, the parts are normally held for 1 to 3 years, yeah, normally up to 3 years by the manufacturer. And after that, it's accessible everywhere else. The Euro car parts, you know what I mean? You can get it wherever, the Halfords. Order it in, but you can basically get it. Shortages of parts, as I said, new brands, especially imports. Like a lot of the EV game is right now. China and Japan are kicking us. You get what I mean? Obviously Tesla, America's got, you get what I mean? But they're kicking us. But we know, like even back in the days when we used to get them electrical joints from China, you had to use a certain type of plug, or even certain times you couldn't use them in your plug because you can only use it for a certain while and it blow up. Yeah? So it's just because it's the limited historical data, like if it was like a VW, like the VW i8 and stuff like that, they get insured all day long. The i3s, they get insured all day long. 1, because BMW has a long track history. 2, is because, if I'm correct, both of them are hybrids. The i3 and that, they're both hybrids, part petrol, parts electric. So, you know what I mean? I believe the cost is a lot less to fix. And if the electric side doesn't run, you can still run it on the petrol, which I'm assuming, yeah? But even them cars are a headache to fix. Take it from someone that knows, because I've had one of them cars in our garage before. Imports nuisance. The EVs are still insurable in the UK. The issue might be higher premiums, as I said. You're still going to be able to get some of them, get them insured by specific specialists. But what you're willing to pay for that, bro, you see the money that the government says you're going to save? You've unsaved it. You've paid more. You've times it by 10. But now you're just a Jetson. You're just a Jetson electric times 10. Yeah? But guys, girls, mums, dads, aunties, uncles, I just wanted to let you know that, I ain't gonna lie, we need to start moving like the French. And when I say this, Britain, we become a country that we're so polite. They know the British are the British way, the polite way. We line up, you know what I mean? We say please and thank you. But when are we going to stop allowing the government to take the piss? They're just taking the piss. They're just taking the piss. Because I would like to know how many of them in Parliament actually drive EV cars. Because they must have known they were going to do this. They must have known. But guys, girls, mums, dad, like, comment and subscribe on the road to 2K. Love you guys. Whoosh.